Hello everyone, Consultant here, and I'm back with the Gran Turismo 7 daily race B, which is the Autodromo de Interlagos, and the car I've chosen for this race is Subaru WRX. Well, it's not the ideal choice for the top players, but I got myself comfortable in this car, so that is why I'm going to be going ahead with this. So, starting 5th in the grid, I'm really hoping to get at least a podium because it's been quite a while since I've had a podium in a race, in an online race, let alone a victory. As a matter of fact, I haven't been able to get on a podium in Gran Turismo 7 yet, so I'm really hoping to do something good with it. Starting 5th on the grid, and a Honda, an Italian in a Honda NSX in front. Well, I'm not sure, but I think that should not be much of a competition. At least I can gain one position at the very beginning, and then just keep fighting for another one or two positions maybe. So let's just see what's going on, goes on. And here goes nothing. Targeting to attack Andrea Pirlo in Honda NSX at the very beginning of the race, and trying to put pressure on him at the very first corner. Well, unfortunately, he hits the apex so late that I almost phased out of him, phased through him, and there he goes. He goes wide on the inside and then goes wide on the outside. Well, opening too much room for me. Thank you, Andrea Pirlo, for giving me the position here. And we have gained a position at the very beginning of the race. Well, I was not expecting it to be this easy, but it is. I mean, sometimes in life you get something you don't deserve or earn, but you just get it. Sometimes your luck is just good enough. Alright, so moving ahead, and now we have someone from the Denmark, an English guy, and the Spaniard in front of us. And as a matter of fact, by just passing Andrea Pirlo, not actually us passing Andrea Pirlo. Okay, and we can see that there are lots of positions changing behind us, but let's just focus on gaining another position from here, going into full attack mode. But apparently he's quite far away. He's almost 2.5 seconds away from me, the Dutch guy. But we're not gonna give up. We're still gonna keep trying and get as close to him as possible. But apparently he's way faster than me, and he's not an idiot. I mean, I am an idiot. I drive like an idiot. Somebody left the room. Actually, a couple of drivers left the room. Maybe there was a crash too bad that they got disappointed and just left. Well, good for me, bad for them. It does affect the driver rating somehow, maybe the sportsman rating as well. But now we are going to the hyperspace mode because there wasn't much happening in the race. I'm just fighting for the position, but apparently I am a total idiot. Instead of gaining going in the maniac mode that I have, and Johnny English in BMW just passed me. Now I'm in the 5th position, back to where I started, and there's a lot of work to do. By the way, I just realized that Johnny English is driving the BMW, and I have never raced in a BMW. That is actually strange. I did not race in a BMW in Gran Turismo Sport, did not get a chance for one in Gran Turismo 7 either. So, alright, challenge accepted. In the next daily race, I'm going to be driving a BMW, and there you go. Rest in peace, Mr. Beetle. Well, he had a crash, and he was so disappointed that he left the race. Anyways, good for us. So, going back to the hyperspace mode again, maybe this would help us chase John English in front, but I'm not really sure that will help because, I don't know, because I'm an idiot. I drive like an idiot, and instead of gaining any time to him, I've actually lost a lot of time. I'm more than 3 seconds behind him, and all I can hope is a crash, and there you go. Wow, my luck is good today, and Johnny English crashed, giving us the 3rd position. Wow. There's 2 more laps to go, and I'm really hoping to hold on to this to get my first podium in Gran Turismo 7. So going back to the hyperspace mode, nothing in particular interesting happened in the race anymore. The 2 laps were quite boring. I just held on to the place I had, not making any more risks, not actually pushing the car too hard, not even going for the fastest lap. I mean, the fastest lap is 1:34.712. Well, that is too much for me, and I did not get it. So the 3rd place, 2 positions raced, clean race, and my Spider-Man in my Ferrari suit won. Well, at least we got something. That's my first podium in Gran Turismo 7. Well, at least we got something. That's my first podium in Gran Turismo 7. In the next race, I went with the same configuration, the same lap time and everything, and this time I got the pole position. Well, that's better. By the way, all the victories that I've had so far in Gran Turismo, they were all in Gran Turismo Sport, actually, the three or four victories. In all of them, actually, I started from a pole position. So once again, I have a pole position here, so I'm really hoping to get a victory here. Well, what could get better? A podium first, then a victory. I could not wish for anything better, at least in Gran Turismo 7. Alright, so here goes nothing. Just about to start the race. My Spider-Man in a Ferrari suit all ready for it. And there we go. Well, I have to be honest, there was not much to see in this race. It was quite a straightforward one, not much drama in it. I did drive like a total idiot, I admit that, like a maniac, but then again, I just held on to the position that I had, and until the end, I was able to hold on to it. Well, and I did get a victory actually, spoiler alert. And going like it, but of course, how would you know it's me driving until and unless you would make I would make a very idiotic move. So there we go. That's the proof that I'm driving, and I got a 1 second penalty for ignoring the track limit there. Well, the good thing is that I have a very good lead here of almost 4 seconds. So I'm just really hoping that this 1 second penalty would not cost me a position, because if it will, then I know that I won't be finishing the victory. I can guarantee that. Well, apparently the German behind me, Schumacher behind me, did gain a lot. From 4 seconds, the gap is now around 1 second, and at times it was even less than a second. It's almost 3/4 of a second, also half a second. And when the race ended, it was almost half a second. But then again, I ended in a victory, my first victory in Gran Turismo 7 from the pole position, and my Spider-Man in the Ferrari suit. Well, I won the race. Anyways, so after this race, actually, I got a promotion. Wow, well, that's the celebration. It's coming in from the driver rating C. I got to the driver rating C from D, and my sportsman rating is still an S. So that's an achievement for me. Well, that's the first time I've been to the driver rating C here. I'm really excited about it. So the next race, I just go with the same qualifying lap, 135.101, and I'm gonna be starting 10th on the grid. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen. This is my first ever race in driver rating C, and I'm just really nervous about this. I don't know what's coming next. So going ahead, there were actually lots and lots of races. As a matter of fact, right after the starting line, one of the cars stopped and I gained one position, and whoa, I hear some crashes in the back, so that means a more secure 9th position here. But unfortunately, the French guy in the Beetle is right under my wing. Antoine Griezmann really chasing me down here. There was another crash in the top positions, and right in the beginning of the first lap, after just 3 corners in the first lap, I've already gained 2 positions, and at the 3rd corner, I gained another. There was just so many crashes. It actually reminds me of my first ever video that I posted of online races in Gran Turismo Sport. The title of the video was "The Crashes Were in My Favor," so it's like the history repeating itself. It's the first race with the driver rating C, and the crashes are in my favor. In the very first lap, I've gained like 4 positions, and Griezmann in Porsche is really pushing to get the position here, and he has even made contact a couple of times. So I'm really surprised that he did not get a penalty for it. Well, what are the stewards doing here? Well, but as long as I have the position, I haven't lost it, I'm okay. But this is not fair. The stewards should have given him a penalty here by now, but for some reason they have not, and he's still chasing me. Maybe he has paid a lot of money to the stewards. I don't know what's going on. So let's just keep our cool, keep going, and try to gain more if possible. All right. So going in the first corner of the lap, trying to utilize the whole width of the track here, and actually I have gained some time. The Romanian in the 5th place, and he's, I guess, once again driving a Beetle. Well, Beetle is quite a common car for this track for this week, and well, I'm really hoping to gain here, as I have, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on him because he's starting to make mistakes. Not exactly mistakes, but the stability with which he's going. I think he's on a steering wheel, which is a big advantage on my controller, because that kind of stability you don't get on a controller. Well, and I'm actually totally considering to get myself a good steering wheel. Please do let me know in your comments which steering wheel should I buy for as a beginner. And there you go, another accident and a crash, and the guy just, I guess he totally left the race, and we have gained yet another position, all because of the crashes. So far I have not made any very good move to gain any position, but the crashes are totally in my favor, and I'm liking it. Well, anyways, here comes the end of the 2nd lap. I'm on the 5th, so in 2 laps I have gained 5 positions, which is actually really good. I did also get a very brief fastest lap, but Griezmann behind me, well, he could not totally tolerate me getting the fastest lap, so right there he crossed me and got the fastest lap for himself. But the Croatian Luka Modric actually was even faster than him. So there's a total battle going on here. There's just too much happening in the race for now, and I'm really trying to hold on to my nerves here. The pressure is still on. I have lost a lot of time to the Romanian guy in front of me in Volkswagen. For some reason, Volkswagen is quite a powerful car for this track, and I've not been able to cope very well against them. But then again, since I actually did consider once getting myself a Volkswagen Beetle here, but I was comfortable with the Subaru, so that is why I did not shift. So there you go. You have the 6 positions gained, and all of them because of crashes. And there you go. All right, now Griezmann right here. He is colliding with me once again, and all right, this is the move again, which I learned from Super TT, F4 Super TTs, aka C Brown, to take the inside line and let someone pass if they want to. Okay, now this should have definitely been a penalty. He's been trying to push me off the track for the past 3 laps now, and still no penalty for him. Well, this is outrageous. Now I really started to think, what exactly are the stewards doing here? I'm not happy with this. He should have gotten a penalty by now. I don't know what's going on, but let's just focus on the race here. And I see that there is a battle going on for the 3rd place there, for the 3rd and the 2nd place there, from which I can gain. And I have actually the guy in the 2nd and the 3rd. They're both in the vision now, in the clear vision now, and they are totally losing time because of the battle they're having. And I am totally hoping to get something. Here. At least get a 3rd position here. That was so okay. I see smoke. That means there was clearly some collision there, and I see more smoke. Wow. Well, at least someone should be getting a penalty from there, and if not gaining from the battle, I can at least gain from the penalty that they get. And the Viper, the Englishman, Johnny English in the Viper, trying to take the inside line, could not take it. The Romanian in the Beetle still holding on to his dear position, and I believe at this point Johnny English in the Viper got a penalty because he just slowed down like that. There's no reason to slow down than having the penalty here, and there you go. I am on the 3rd position, and I am really hoping to get a podium here, because I mean there is Griezmann right under my wing from behind, but I'm still hoping that he won't be able to pass me here, and I'll be able to defend, because recently I've been working a lot on my defense here, and it's getting better. I'm actually getting better at the defense as well. Not to mention that the idiot I am, I won't say that my attack is the ultimate one, but I am actually improving with every daily race. Alright, so, and there was the proof once again that it is me who is driving had an impact with the barrier there, and well, it did cost me a lot of time, and Antoine Griezmann in the Porsche is right under my wing once again, and I'm really on my toes here. I'm on the edge of my seat trying to defend my position here. Alright, final corners of the race to go, and another mistake. Going off the track to two wheels, and here you go. Griezmann getting the position here, but not for long. And there you go. He actually braked early and hit the apex late. That is why I collided him, and I get a penalty. This is... I have no words for this. He's been colliding into me. He's been trying to push me off the track for the past 5 laps, and he did not get anything. And the moment he makes a mistake, that was not even my mistake. It was not even my intention to collide into him. And I get a 4-second penalty in the last lap. This is... I don't know what's going on. The stewards here have gone mad. Now, at this moment, I felt myself like Toto Wolff in the last season, where the race was against Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. I totally feel how Toto Wolff was feeling at that time. Well, I mean, not to say that. Right, this is outrageous. This is. I don't know what's going on. The French have paid the stewards a hefty money for this. They've been bribed. The race is rigged. Anyways, I'm gonna lose positions, that's for sure. But let's just try to lose as minimum of the positions as possible. So I'm gonna be pushing the last few corners really much to see what we can do here. And under pressure, of course, nobody drives good under pressure. And 2 more corners to go. We'll be slowing down in the next corner, and we'll be losing a lot of positions here. Bye podium. No podium for us here in this race. And it's a disappointment. It's a total disappointment for the race here. Down for 4 seconds. There goes 1 position. I'm on the 4th. There's simply no point of defending from here. So there goes another. I'm on the 5th. And there goes another Beetle. Well, ending up in 6th, but apparently the Spaniard, he had a penalty, and from which I gained another position. That's it for the races that I've had for this week. I hope you really liked the video. Thank you. Have a good day. Until next time. Bye bye.